hello from Almaty, Kazakhstan!
Indeed, we're finally here.
So we arrived yesterday early morning from an overnight flight that we took from Istanbul. It was a long day.
Indeed, it took us longer than we expected. It was also because we had a transfer in Istanbul and we had to wait there a long time.
So we arrived around 5 o'clock in the morning here in Almaty at the airport, and upon arrival we already wanted to get some cash.
So the first thing we did after we picked up our luggage at the airport was checking for the Yandex Go app and the inDrive app, which exists here, which is kind of like an Uber. And it's much cheaper than taking one of the taxis at the airport, because you have a lot of guys there waiting already outside, like in the entrance, and want to get you one of their taxis, but it would cost like $10 to $15. And with these apps it's much cheaper. So we had to get off some cash actually. We did it at the airport, even though usually it's worse the exchange rate, but
yeah,
it was rather okay there. So we took off some money just to get to the city and have a little bit of spare change. And then here we actually did it then like a whole amount, and it worked quite well. We paid, how much was it? 1,800, 2,000, so €4 we paid for the drive to the
inDrive, because
to the
it's
city.
cash, right? Yeah.
Yes. So the funny thing is about the inDrive, about the app, is that you bid on drivers, so you can suggest a price for a distance where you want to go, and people either are going to accept it, or you can increase the price and somebody's going to jump on it and take it. So like it's like a bidding, like an auction kind of thing. You're auctioning your drive essentially. And we got a good price that way, but we weren't used to it. We have never seen it before.
Yeah, we had somebody immediately jumping on it. So, and then he took us to the city, to the hotel, but obviously it was still so early, our room wasn't ready yet, so we just dropped off our stuff and headed out first for breakfast, and indeed got some stuff done. We got more money exchanged inside the city, and we still needed a SIM card because we actually read, people don't really advise to get it at the airport. We read things that they struggled then with activating the whole thing. They don't really help you, so they say better go to the store itself, and we went to the K-Cell store in the shopping mall.
Yeah, we had some time to spare. We wanted to kill some time anyway, so we went to the shopping mall there, and inside of the shop we paid €8 and we took the cheapest option there was from K-Cell, which was 25 gigabytes, which is more than enough what we need for those 2 weeks now, so we're happy with that. That's reasonable.
Yeah, so we got that all covered. We still walked around a little bit to just pass the time until we could check in, and then we actually slept the whole afternoon because we were super tired.
Indeed, the waiting time like at the airport, not being able to sleep in the airplane. It was Pegasus Airlines, so it's not really comfortable. You can't recline your seat, you don't get any blankets, nothing.
No, it's really budget airline, nothing.
So our backs were hurting and we couldn't check in, so yeah, we were that tired that day.
Yeah, and then we only went out actually for dinner, for our first Kazakh dinner at Nazat restaurant, it was called. And the decor was so beautiful.
Yeah, you're a sucker for these things, like for the typical ethnic look, I would call it, like those typical prints. Chandeliers were beautiful. The chandeliers,
really colorful, all like the glittering lights, so I loved it immediately. Very cozy, and we ate so good, our first Kazakh dinner.
Indeed. We had bishbarmak, so the typical dish from Kazakhstan. We took it with lamb, which was delicious.
It was super yummy.
And before that we shared some manti.
Yeah.
With some sauce. I don't know what kind of sauce it was, like a spicy sauce. I don't know if it was like a nug, but yeah.
And how do you describe manti? It's actually like a Chinese dumpling almost, and it was filled with minced meat.
It's a big dumpling, so more like of a bao, like a baozi, if you've ever eaten that. Thin dough it had, and it was filled with meat, with minced meat, super delicious, with some broth in there as well.
Yeah.
So.
And we ended the evening with a super delicious tea as well, with all kinds of spices and with milk, so very cozy. How is it?
I think my dad told me about that one.
Yeah, what is it?
It's like salted milk.
Oh, that one. Salute. So we start with mante. It's filled with what?
Meat. I don't know which meat, but...
Okay, meat, and it's gonna be a surprise. And we got a sauce at the side.
Yeah, it's all the beans, so it's a bit tricky to eat actually.
I think we got a stone maybe before. Yeah.
I'm gonna try it like this. Right, we'll try now. We're also full.
So as a second course, we're having bishpermak, which is like flat noodles, right? Like big pieces. So really typical from this region, and we took it with lamb meat, and it has a lot of onions and some kind of a broth. It's amazing. I'm gonna dig in. Just the sugar alone already, I think it's so pretty. You can make fun of me. Ending the evening with some chai. It's called 1000 Nights, right? Tea. It's still really hot, I think. And so now we're just taking things slow. We had a really slow morning, and now we just arrived in the Panfilov Park, which is a super green space in the city center, and we're gonna walk around a bit. We're gonna look at the War Remnants Memorial you have here, then you have the Zenkov Cathedral, and just see what else.
It's a very pretty place to just walk around. You see a lot of locals chilling here, just sitting on the benches, just enjoying the serenity of it.
It is very serene.
Indeed.
There are quite some locals, but still, it's a very lovely place to just chill down. Panfilov Park is one of Almaty's most popular green spaces. It was named after the 28 soldiers from Almaty who sacrificed their lives in World War II. The park features a memorial statue with an internal flame to honor Kazakh soldiers who died in both World Wars. At the park entrance, don't miss the Kazakh Museum of Folk Musical Instruments. Inside, you'll find fascinating traditional Kazakh instruments like horns, wooden harps, and the iconic dombra and kobys, a must-see for anyone interested in the country's musical heritage. It's really nice taking a stroll through the park, as it always has a lovely but peaceful atmosphere. You'll often see families enjoying strolls, children feeding pigeons, and couples relaxing here. Also, you will spot some chipmunks. They are so much fun to watch.
It appears Federica is chasing the chipmunks. Did you capture the chipmunks? Yes?
I was having fun. There's so many chipmunks here. Look, they're jumping around in the trees, chasing each other. And
you're chasing them.
In the center of Panfilov Park, you'll find the colorful Zenkov Cathedral, a stunning wooden Russian Orthodox church built in 1904. At 56 meters tall, it's one of the world's tallest wooden structures and was constructed entirely without nails. Amazingly, it even withstood a major earthquake. It is one of the few Russian Orthodox churches that survived the Soviet Union. So we just left the park, and now we're checking for a coffee place to have a drink and just wind down a bit. Not that we did that much, but okay. After our little coffee fix, we headed towards Zhibek Zholy, a pedestrian-friendly street in the city center, bustling with shops, cozy cafes, and lively street performers. This area is perfect for soaking up Almaty's cafe culture and watching street artists in action. It's also a peaceful escape from some of the city's busier spots and a great place to spot locals going about their daily lives. And here's a fun fact, Almaty is known as the birthplace of modern apples. The city's former name, Almaty, translates to father of apples in Kazakh, and you'll notice apple symbols all over the city. As we wandered around, we passed unique buildings, several small parks, and even a concrete block painted like a famous condensed milk can, skushonka. We also came across important government buildings, including the old government house on Astana Square, a reminder of the city's time as the capital of the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic. So dinner time, we just arrived at a place called Duck. It's something Moritz found online, and it's actually like a fancy street food place, actually.
Fast food,
yeah, for fast food. And it's something that typically comes from the villages because these places are called that way. And we're gonna have, let me show you, it's like a combo. So it's filled with meat, almost like a bun, comes with a broth soup and fries.
Also, we have a lemonade.
And a huge lemonade with mango and maracuja flavor.
Maracuja.
My, their desserts look divine. They have like these donut kind of balls. Maybe I want that later with a tea. So our order arrived. So it's like a street food kind, but like in a fancier place. So it's like a bread filled with beef. And like some sauce with fries on the side. This is like a bone broth and some pickles and other kind of things on the side. And Moritz, tell me, how is it?
It's really good.
Yeah, it looks really
That's why it
nice.
looks like a dessert. It's super yummy.
Juicy?
It's juicy, and the dough tastes really nice as well.
Wow, it looks so good.
So it looks like.
So nice. Food was so good.